Welcome back, or anybody that's new to the Cologne Talk X
TJ Talk Sense podcast.
episode 22, baby. And this one, we got a very good friend of ours and a very special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my man.
My name is Matt. Obviously, you guys know me as Matt Can't Smell, but I finally got my jersey called and I'm ready to play. Let's get it.
He's got off the bench. He's in the play. He's ready
I
to
am.
go.
Yep, fourth quarter. That's when they call me.
He's coming in clutch. So
Yes,
first
sir.
off, we have to start with the name, yeah. Why Matt can't smell?
So Matt, like the whole Matt Can't thing came from a middle school name when I first started playing basketball. I started like Matt Can't Ball because I don't know, it was just something that I came up with the name in middle school. It was my email, my Instagram, all that stuff. And then creating the TikTok name, I didn't want to put, like Matt Cologne or
Yeah,
the basic stuff. So I was like, oh, Matt Can't Smell. And then yeah, so that's just kind of where it came about. It was just middle school days.
So it's
it's
been
different. It's
sticking there.
different. When I saw it, it caught my attention. I was like, he's reviewing fragrances, but he's saying he can't smell.
Yeah.
I find it interesting. Like,
Yeah, that was a lot that what a lot of people thought too was like it's like, oh, you can't a lot of people joke around like, oh, you can't smell. And then when I had maybe like only 1,000, 2,000 followers, like there was a good amount of people who were like, oh, you have like COVID or like did you lose your sense of smell? Like what happened? And I was like, no. I just tried to explain it, but I just kind of rolled with it. So yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like
and you
that.
know what? Yeah, I've never like. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just the old man out here. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I thought you were mid 20s, but what, how old are you?
I turned 29 in December, just gone.
Oh my goodness. Oh
I'm
my
an old.
days.
it's past his bedtime, everything.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
Oh my days, you're sounding like one of us from London, bro.
I'm trying to pick up on the lingo. I don't know. Sometimes some people might see, but I'm in TJ's comments sometimes when I'll say, a couple lingo things and there.
That's
But
why at one point I actually thought you lived over here. Like, because sometimes when you talk, you say stuff, and I'm like, hey, it sounds like it could be one of my guys from over here.
yeah, no, I've never been. I want to visit, but yeah, I just, like some of the guys that I don't know like their names, but it's a podcast and they're from the UK and everything, or creators like you. I'll just kind of pick up on the little lingos that you guys say, and it's just cool. I don't know, like different slang from different parts of the world. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
So
So, how long have you been creating content, Matt? How long have you been on TikTok?
oh geez, man. I started July of last year, like mid to late July of last year, yeah. And that
So,
was like the first video.
what was the reason for starting?
So my sister actually, my sister and my girlfriend, they were kind of like, why don't you just start posting? And my sister has like almost 1 million followers on TikTok. And she was like, you should just start posting because I would sometimes go on her live and stuff and just talk. And then she's like, why don't you do, you have a bunch of shoes, do your shoes or outfits or hats. Obviously, I have a bunch of hats. And then I was like, I don't really feel like talking about that stuff. I feel like shoes are kind of outplayed. And at that time, even last year, 6, 7 months ago, like there wasn't as many fragrance creators as there are now. So I was like, I'll just do fragrances, like screw it. And then I knew you two, like both of you guys, I followed like really early on. I knew you guys and, obviously a couple other big names, but that's kind of where it started was just posting because my sister told me to.
Because out of all of like the US guys, everyone seems to kind of have a similar collection, yeah. But
Mhm.
your collection is totally different. You have some fragrances in there no one else has, no one else talks about. You got
Yeah.
the natural fragrances in there. Like you got harmonist stuff as well, Rojas, which you don't see like US guys kind of have.
Right. Yeah. So I obviously started where, a mass majority of us kind of have like the PDMs, the Initios, the Xerjoffs and everything. But I started to kind of like I see your videos, you go to Harrods and like I would see all the bottles in the back. I'm like, whoa, that one looks cool. Let me check that out. And then, I'll be able to start to develop my taste for that. And then I kind of just started falling in love with a lot of the different houses, like the naturals and stuff. And I kind of built my way up to that because when I first smelled naturals at first I was like, oh, that's not for me. And then you go and you develop your nose a little bit and you're like, okay, this is actually pretty decent. And then the Rojas obviously are kind of more recent. I would say more recent or so, but I got bit by the Roja bug and I went down that rabbit hole and never looked back. So I've had numerous amounts of different houses that I've played around with.
What's your most expensive bottle from your collection right now?
So actually I made a video on it. It was the most expensive video. It's my Roja PDLN2. It's a Parfums de la Nuit 2. And retail is like 1,300, a little over 1,300. And then I just got number 3. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So I just got number 3 and I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. So
Ooh,
And then you
damn.
need to get number one.
I might as well, right? And they actually come with like these really cool wooden like lacquered boxes. So they kind of open up like double doors a little bit and it's like a nice display. So, I might as well get the third one. I think 3 looks nice. So
That's expensive as hell, man.
yeah, no. I'm not, I'll sell off a few that's kind of where like I'll sell off a few fragrances that I don't really need and stuff. And I just use that extra money, or like if I just have extra money laying around after bills and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I haven't bought a fragrance in a while. Why not?
Yeah. But I was thinking about the other day, like you, obviously you said already you're into your fashion, the hats, the clothes. You was starting out doing a few of the get ready with me stuff, and I like that. You should carry that on, bro.
Yeah. I got bored one day. Like I kind of took like a break and came back like after 2 weeks or a week or something. I was like, you know what? Let me just film myself get ready while I'm going out. So
Yeah.
I recorded a few of those and they didn't do obviously, the best, but I think it's just because it was a change of pace and a change of, video style. But I enjoyed making them. Like they were fun and they didn't take too long to edit or make it all. It was just me getting ready and recording myself. And I definitely think I want to go in that direction as well. Like you did one the other day, I think it was, and you
Yeah.
included like the fragrance and everything too. And I've seen Yasa do it. And I think Yasa's video like a few months ago, one of his first ones, it wasn't a get ready with me exactly, but it was kind of like that style. And I was like, you know what? Like I like that. Like his video was put together. Obviously, his filming quality is insane, but
Yeah.
I was like, let me just prop my phone up, hit record, and then, so kind of Yasa was a little bit of inspiration. And then also I just like to dress up and whatnot. So
Appreciate it.
What are you saying? Do you think you're the most fashionable fragrance creator there is?
I did make a video saying that. I think I don't know, maybe top 3. I'll give myself top 3. I can't be too high up there because I got 2 of the world best dress creators right here. So I'll take the third place.
Yes, so he thinks he's number one, innit?
He definitely does. He's got the hats over everyone. He's got the shoes over everyone. He's got the expensive price tags on the colognes, He's
Oh,
up there.
Because I don't know if you guys know, if you watch YouTube like before fragrance creators like ages ago, but there was someone called Bowtie Fragrance Guy who I used to
Yeah,
watch a lot, and he
yeah.
incorporated like the style with his suits and the pocket square and all of that, and I was just fascinated watching it. It's like when you see someone dressing, you kind of understand their personality a bit more. So I think if you do that, people just see who you are straight through your content.
yeah, absolutely. I think I started watching him too a while ago, and I was like, dang, he's got the expensive fragrances, and suits aren't cheap.
Yeah.
And they look good on them. They're not like boxy or anything. So, getting them tailored isn't cheap either. But, I think it's pretty cool too, because on a few of my videos, like I did a few different, like I dressed up with like, my boots and more like Western type of wear. And then I also have like, streetwear outfits that I'll put on. So I think it's cool because a lot of people kind of want to see, different styles and stuff, and having it come from the same person, could help out.
Yeah.
That's very true. So you see yourself doing more get ready with me's or doing more stuff other than just sitting down and talking about a fragrance or like a whole video on just one fragrance and all that?
Yeah, I think that I'll probably start to head in that direction. The day in the life videos, like I filmed, well, I don't know if I took it down, but I don't know if you guys even saw it, but it was up for maybe like 12 hours. But I did like a day in the life when I was doing like the weird videos where I had them like just different edits, like they were kind of like skits. And I did one where it was like a day in the life, but it wasn't, I don't know, it didn't seem right to me. Like I didn't really have like the same like feng shui that you guys' day in the lives had. And I don't know if it's just like the understanding of like the editing and like the camera angles and everything. I'm just not there yet. And I think maybe in the future when I start to, study a little bit more videos and kind of get there, then I'll start to get in that direction.
But then that one that you done when you linked up with the other guys, like Jews of
Oh,
Fragrance,
okay. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was that was
Oh,
sick.
that's
People
the
just want
one.
to see, they just want to see what you're doing. They just want to
Yeah.
come along for the ride.
Yeah, so that one was actually super easy. Like I knew obviously that they were coming down and I knew that we were gonna hang out and stuff. And we planned a trip to, it's called the Scent Room, and it's that building that we're in with all the different fragrances and everything. And I was like, you know what, screw it. Like we're all gonna be here. Like, let me just whip out my phone. And I was like, they were kind of like, oh, like how do I act? And I was like, just act normal. Like, we record ourselves, just act normal. And just got a couple goofy clips and everything. And then I didn't know Jufro. I didn't know Lawrence, he was gonna be there. I just found out literally right when I pulled up my camera to record him. I was like, oh, there's Jufro. And I just recorded like the sign and everything. I was like, oh, that's crazy. So we met him there, and then I had my girlfriend record us too. So it was a lot easier, so I could, enjoy myself and get some clips in without having to worry about it.
Your own camera woman. That's always a
Yeah.
good plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you went back to the apartment and started beating them up.
Yeah. That was Caleb's Airbnb, because they were both staying there. And the other guy, he's like our little brother, NG, he's like our little brother, so we kind of mess with him. Yeah.
I always see you guys, you, Angie, and Caleb. You guys always have a good bond on lives and all that.
Yeah, it's crazy, because that's where we met too, was in lives. And then they ended up just saying, hey, we're gonna come over. And I was like, all right, we're not too far away from each other, Caleb and I. And NG, he flew out to us. But yeah, me and Caleb are pretty close location wise too.
So what state are you in?
Texas.
Oh, you're Texas. Okay.
Texas,
Yeah. I remember now.
Aren't
Yeah.
them Texas guys like them country boys though?
I mean, there are some, yes. That's why I got like my boots and
The
everything.
boots.
I feel like anybody could wear cowboy boots, but when you put on the cowboy hat, that's when you got to actually be like, about that life. Like, you got to be a cowboy to rock a cowboy hat. But
You gotta be
yeah, where I
the
live, there's not too many actual cowboys like that.
you gotta be the best smelling guy in Texas right now.
There's a lot of fragrance creators and a lot of fragrance people in Texas, surprisingly. Yeah.
What's your favorite scent right now? Your favorite fragrance?
Oh man, favorite fragrance. I don't know. It's hard because, like, like you got, well, other than TJ, TJ swears by Angel Share.
Share.
So,
Yep.
but like like your favorite fragrance kind of like rotates a lot, like depending on, the mood and everything. But Tabacular was up there for me for like a week straight, where I just used it for like 3-4 days out of the week. So I don't know. It's got to be one of those, or a bottle that I don't have, which is Roja Amber Oud. And yeah, I'm working towards that. I'm working towards that one with a little something from Roja. So we'll see if that pans out correct. But
dude, I need a bottle of Amber Oud.
I need one as well.
It's nice. I've smelled and sampled it a few times, and it's a shame that I don't have it. It's just I'm waiting. I'm waiting on something to happen with Roja, and it's in the works, but it's just how they companies, they take a little bit.
Yeah, the Roja took a long time in the DMs. I think TJ, you went through the same thing.
Yeah, I hit them up, and then they was like, yeah, cool, and then didn't get anything for like 6 weeks.
Yeah. I'm on, I think going on my 3rd week since they asked for my address. So
yeah, it did take a while, but I think you get it like after a month and a half.
Yeah,
it'll arrive in your doorsteps. But that's a really good pick to pick from them.
Oh yeah, as soon as I smelled it, I was like, man, I need a bottle of it, and the price tag isn't pretty. So if I could push out some content for it, then I will.
You should have went for Roja Hot Lux.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
And there's one fragrance you got in your collection, yeah? It's a vanilla one. It's got like dark juice. Every time I see it, it makes me want to go and buy it. What's the name of it again?
With dark juice?
Yeah,
Oh, Vanilla Vein, the small bottle, right?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
I don't know how to say the house, but it's called Vanilla Vein. It's nice. It's nice. If you like tobacco, honey, and vanilla pretty much, or like chocolate cacao type of feel, that's the fragrance that you'd love. Absolutely love. That's a top 5 fragrance still.
but I don't know if I can trust you, because you said something on one of your
Oh,
videos. So you said something on one of your videos. You said that Celebs Wood from Ms. and Sir is better than Angel Share. And I was looking for this for ages. Yeah, I went to like 5, 6 different stores, and I'm like, yeah, have you got Celebs Wood? They're like, oh no, we don't have it. So I'm thinking, oh shit, this is good stuff because it's sold out everywhere. I found it, smelled it. I was like, it's all right. Like,
I think honestly, for at least for me personally, like I love the smell of Angel Share. It's a great fragrance, but I think like when I was judging the fragrance as far as like, calling it the Angel Share killer, one, to grab people's attention,
yeah.
two, I personally think that it's a little bit more wearable for outside of just the special occasion. Because Angel Share, again, I said it smells really good, but it was just I could never find the time to wear it. So that's kind of where I docked at points. And Celebs Wood is same vibe. It's a little bit more spicier, like warm spicy than Angel Share, but I think it's a little bit more wearable if you want that same scent profile.
Because that video that caught my attention real quick. Like, I
I
was like,
know
what?
I made it. I think I tagged you too. And I was like, yep, let's see him. I was curious. I was like, he might not like it, but let me see if I could get his attention.
Yeah.
So
No.
one
Yeah, go.
video that me and TJ know from you that caught a lot of people's attention was the one video where you were like, you don't go to Fragrantica and just list the notes if you're a reviewer.
Yeah.
Remember that one video? That
Yeah.
video, I think that was the first video I seen of you, and I was like, damn, he just attacking everybody.
Yeah,
So
that man, that was an old video. I think that was like my second month filming. That was last year, like when I first started. That video was not meant to attack anyone. It was like, especially, like the big guys and like you guys were pretty big at the time, especially compared to where I was at. And it's easy to say things like, vanilla or rose or things that everybody knows that they can smell in real life. But things like, ambroxan or, the weird stuff that not everybody knows exactly what it smells like. And there was a lot of reviews on my timeline at the time where I just saw a lot of people reading like, oh, it has notes of this, notes of that, notes of this. And it's like, that's why I was like, like, come on. I knew the video was going to get attention, and thankfully it was a lot of good attention on my part. Like a lot of people were agreeing with me than trying to bash on me. But yeah, it wasn't meant to bash on anybody in particular. It was just, I think a lot of fragrance reviewers that we know are able to paint a picture of a fragrance, and that's what I like. Like we're able to kind of tell what a fragrance smells like without listing the notes verbatim. But like I said, it's kind of hard to do. You can list things like vanilla because everybody knows what vanilla smells like.
Yeah, that's what I kind of try and do. Like, so all the notes in a fragrance that I know people have smelled, like vanilla, honey, tobacco, for example, you will say them. But then when it comes to stuff like, oh yeah, this has benzoin in it, who the
Yeah.
hell knows what benzoin smells like? Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a very, very small percentage of people who know like what those specific notes smell like. Like I had the opportunity to actually smell a bunch of not a bunch, like a couple like oud chips. So like natural oud and like the actual chip itself and everything of the wood. So that was a really cool experience. But I'm nowhere near like super experienced into being able to pick out, specific notes and know what they smell like in real life.
So you just said Matt smells wood, yeah?
Yeah.
Imagine that small wood.
Yeah, Matt smells wood. Yeah.
So what got you into fragrances anyway? Because to have a collection like yours, like you've been in the game for a while, like.
Yeah, I've been so what since high school pretty much. That was when I got like the fragrance bug, and I was like, whoa, like I love putting this stuff on every day. I love smelling good. And it was in high school around like my sophomore year, I think. Freshman year was, I think every guy around that age kind of goes to like Sephora and is like curious, like, oh, what does this smell like? You're moving out of your Axe body spray and like just regular deodorant. And you're like, what's this? Like Coach or Gucci? Like, oh, Gucci, like you think it's crazy. But my very first bottle was Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. And I talked to Yasa about this actually. And yeah, that I went through like maybe like 5, 6 bottles in high school, like just going through that. And to this date, it's my all-time most complimented fragrance ever. Obviously, you're in high school, you're around people all the time. But yeah, I love that fragrance. And then I started getting into it a little bit more when I joined the military and I started getting my own money and everything. And I started to have like a small designer collection, and Coach for Men, the black bottle, was my signature scent for I don't know how long, a couple years. And then yeah, I started to explore a little bit more. And then, it's been probably about a year since I've gotten into like niche and like seriously, getting into niche and everything.
What was your first niche ever?
It was Herod, Parfums de Marley Herod. Yeah. And I think Percival was the second one. And Percival reminds a lot of people of Abercrombie Fitch Fierce. So when I smelled that, I was like, whoa, like it gave me the bug even more. So I started to dive into it.
And I think that's an important message for everyone who's listening. Yeah, we've got like 30 grand in fragrances, like between all three of us. Yeah, and your most complimented is Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. My most complimented ever is Club de Nuit Intense, which is £30 over here. So it doesn't mean the more expensive the fragrance, the more compliments you're gonna get at all.
Oh yeah, 100% too. And I've made videos on like the whole compliment thing too. And it's compliments are not depending on what you smell like, but a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, like the cheaper stuff, like Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, like who would have thought, out of all the bottles that I have, the expensive bottles that I have, it's like, oh yeah, like only my girlfriend tells me that those smell good on me, like nobody else,
Yeah.
So when you're wearing those heavy amber and oud fragrances and your girlfriend smells them, she likes them?
Yeah, she actually, so the PDLN 2, that one has a little bit of animalic, so like civet and castoreum, and they're noticeable. Like they're pretty noticeable, like stank, but I don't give it to her. I don't let her smell it like right away because I know it's gonna like, scare her. But after like 10, 30 minutes, like I had her smell and she's like, that smells really good. And I was like, really? And then even my natural fragrances, like almost, I think all of them, she's loved. Like Russian oud, which is like straight chocolate oud fragrance. She loved that fragrance. It smelled like chocolate campfire to her. So it's crazy. But at first, I couldn't have showed her this like a year ago. Like her nose has been developing with me, and she's been working up to a pretty big game on her nose. So yeah,
You're training her.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you influenced her to start collecting too? Is she going into
Oh
fragrance
man, I
collecting?
mean, she definitely has interest for sure. Yeah, but majority of her bottles, actually all of her bottles I've bought for her. Like she hasn't bought, a single bottle for herself because one, she doesn't, like she doesn't watch videos like how we do, or like keep up with different houses and releases. It's just, hey, this smells good, and I'm like, all right, I'll get it for you, or I get something I think she'll like.
And like I commented on your video earlier, Matt's got bread.
No, sir.
I was thinking the same thing.
No, you guys, Yasa just got a new car. You're over here, freaking TJ's over here having his own events. Come on, I know you guys. I know you guys. Come on.
So you obviously got into the fragrances ages ago. So what made you? Obviously, you said your sister made you make the jump to make content last July. So well, it's not even been a year yet then for you, yeah?
No, yeah, about 7, 8 months.
And throughout that, you've taken a couple breaks because there was one time you was posting like every day, and then I didn't see you for a while. I thought you died or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I go through. I mean, I think it was a few months ago when I took that really big break. It was like a month or something. I just got really bored because I do this for fun. Like it's not. You guys talked about it in your other videos. Like if you guys want to do this for money, you're in the wrong field. Like. It's like talking about fragrances, like the chance of you, being able to do this, like, and make really good money is very low. So I realized that early on, and I just do it for fun. And I just kind of felt myself not, having fun with it, and I didn't enjoy it. And I knew people were going to see that. And I knew, I'm not giving the best I can in my videos. So let me just take a break. Let me get off my phone completely. I took a really big hiatus, and then I came back, posted, stronger than ever. I was making a lot of videos, and then right now I'm kind of in that point, not because I'm tired of it. I still love it. I have excitement for videos to make. I'm just waiting on a few more things in my collection to come in. That way I could kind of make a little bit more content with what I want to, and give people like what they want to see, and good content for what I think it would be.
Yeah, because I think it's better to kind of not post than to force it. Because people are going to see through it, and then they're not really going to enjoy it. You're not going to enjoy putting it out. So it's probably better you take a break and then come back and just smash it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was my mindset completely. And it was just kind of getting to the point where I was letting it get to my head too. I was like, dang, like this isn't gonna go anywhere, and you have it's not gonna happen, but you still have the hopes. And it's like, if you have hopes, they're gonna get let down in some way. So it's like getting in your own head about it is just kind of where it gets. But you guys create content as well. Everybody experiences it. It's another job, essentially an unpaid job. So
Yeah.
I've had my burnout. TJ has had, his burnout too. We just like bump on the road.
yeah. Yeah, and I think this is cool too, because you could always pick it back up whenever you want to.
Yeah,
That's very true.
yeah, and when you stop posting, people are like, "Yo, where you gone? Like, we want to see videos." So you can see the community is always with you. Other creators are with you as well. So like, it doesn't matter if you need a break, take a break, come back harder. Everyone's still gonna support you, man.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%.
So what's the goals for the channel? Was you gonna
Honestly,
ask that as well?
Yeah,
I mean,
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, I don't know. Goals, I guess, is just, being able to post more consistently. And I think that's kind of where I'm going to start heading is more consistent posting, going live more, because I know Yas has seen it. TJ's popped in a couple of times when I was going live almost every day. And that's pretty much the goal. Like, I don't really have a follower, goal amount or like certain amount of views I want to get. Cause again, I do this for fun. And if people like me, they follow me. And if they don't, then, it's whatever. So I'm just doing it for fun right now. And I think that's probably the goal then, is just to continue to have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself doing anything different, like maybe starting YouTube, starting doing longer form content, focusing on one thing more than another?
Man, I know YouTube is a lot more work than TikTok. I know it is. I know. Yeah, I know. I see TJ over there, but yeah, man, I don't know if I have the time or the desire to really put out good YouTube videos. So maybe not until I'm in a spot where I want to. And I know TJ probably took you a little bit to kind of get there too. So
Yeah.
I'm still very new to the content creation game. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I think longer style videos is getting pushed out on TikTok more anyways for views. So maybe maybe day in the life videos or get ready with me or like just longer reviews or something.
Yeah, apparently TikTok is implementing where you can upload a 30-minute video on it.
Yeah.
And they're pushing the fuck out of those apparently. So soon we'll probably upload the podcast to TikTok.
That would be sick. That would be sick. And then I've seen you do like the landscape videos.
Yeah, they're
You could
pushing
click
those
full
out
screen.
too.
I turned it. I was like, whoa, this is
Yeah,
YouTube. Like, this
it
is
looks
great.
cool. It's refreshing to do, man. I was like,
Yeah.
it's actually like kind of nice to try something new.
Yeah.
And they're pushing the video a bit more, you were saying to me as well.
Yeah. So like yesterday I uploaded a video that was vertical and it got like 2,000 views in like 2-3 hours. And I deleted that shit. I was like, fuck that. And then I'm like, yo, when I put the landscape ones, that shit gets like 10K in 1 hour. So I'm just gonna stick with landscape for now to see how it goes. And what's nice about putting those videos in landscape on TikTok, you can literally just take them from TikTok and upload them to YouTube and boom, you got 2 platforms right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's the plan.
Yeah, I need to start doing that as well, man. But the YouTube thing, it's just so much more time consuming, like you were saying. Like today I got a trim, came home, and I recorded 6 TikTok videos, like just bang, 6. You could never do that with YouTube. Like it's just too long. It's too long, man.
It's only one that you can make. But yeah, TikTok is apparently gonna start trying to pay as much as YouTube. So they're trying to compete with YouTube's pay and monetization, all that.
If they do that, we'll all be rich, boy.
Full-time jobs coming soon.
Full-time jobs.
Yeah.
So one
we'll
thing
see
I
how it
wanted to
goes.
ask, yeah, I wanted to ask both of you anyway. What's your probably the favorite thing about like social media and creating content, and then your least favorite thing?
Go ahead, Matt.
My favorite thing is probably, having the ability to kind of have the confidence to just talk to thousands of people and share your opinion. And I think that's really cool. It's just, because a lot of people share the same opinion and a lot of people don't. And I think just the outreach itself is really cool. And that kind of ties into like the least favorite, because it's like you put a lot of your, not necessarily personal life, but like you put a lot of your opinions out there for people to judge. And I guess that's kind of like the thing that a lot of people need to get past. Like, I don't really care, but it's just like, you still read the comments, you still see it, and it's like, oh man, like you want to say something back too, but it's like, all right, I got a page to run. Let me not. All right.
I felt that. That shit happens a lot, and you just want to
Yeah.
talk shit back, but you're like,
Yep.
I'll be the bigger person.
I've gotten a TikTok strike on out of comments because of that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just I started now. Like my thing now is like if I get like those type of comments, I'll just say, hey, thanks for it's like what do I
Thanks for
say?
the free comment.
Yeah, or no, I'll say thanks for watching. Make sure you follow with like a smiling emoji.
And
Yeah,
that
That
some,
pisses
fucking
them off
kills
even
them.
more. Yeah.
yeah. They say nothing after, and I like it.
So I
What about
see
you?
me. My favorite thing is just connecting with other creators. Like, I would have never met you or TJ, if I wasn't doing this. And I think that's something really good. Like when I went to Scent Explore, I never thought I would be in Scent Explore if I didn't do this whole content creation thing. So just connection, the friendships that you build, you doing projects with other creators like me and TJ doing this, like it's something that I never thought of. And
And what about
just
your least favorite now?
least favorite is editing. Fuck, man, I hate that shit.
But surely you should be in your own like flow of it all now because you got a camera set up, you got a laptop. Do you do everything on a laptop? Yeah.
Yeah, I do everything on a laptop.
Okay.
It gets repetitive. I think like the process of it is not bad because it's the same thing, the same editing process, subtitles, all that. I think it's just the time and
Yeah.
just repetitiveness. You get bored of it.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, I agree. That's why I don't think like any three of us could just be there every day making just content about fragrances. Smell this one, this smells nice. It's like, all right, but fucking hell, like no one gives a shit too much. It's because after a while of you making content, people start watching for you.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So they want to know where you're going, what you're doing, what you're thinking, how you're kind of maturing. They don't really care about the fragrances after.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's one thing I loved about Matt's video. He always keeps genuine and real in his videos. Like that one video where he said like you're not a good content creator for fragrances if you just list the notes and that's it. That's something that I like about him. He takes the people's that do it not so well and makes it better.
And I was watching your pinned video, yeah, like earlier today, when you're like how people behind the camera look.
Oh man, yeah.
Hey, that shit makes me cry, bro.
Yeah, that video was, man, that was fun to make just because that was the trend at the time, like a lot of people were doing it, and I was like, you know what, like I don't want to put in the effort to putting all the text and like subtitles in there, and I was like, what's a quicker way to do this trend with the same sound? So now I did something like super, like I like to streamline a lot of my videos. Like I'll do a lot of one takes, I'll do a lot of just stuff like that, like but use the audio but in a different way. So
Yeah.
it's a lot less editing doing it that way.
Yeah, when he did the audio one, I seen it blow up, and I did it like a week after, and he commented on my post. Oh no, not, not.
Yeah.
Because he's all like this.
Yeah, getting excited. It's like, come on, like what the
But that fucking audio, man, I don't know. It's got some magic touch in it or
yeah.
something. That shit goes crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna record one of them tomorrow.
Let's all do it. But one question I got for you, Matt, is every week I'm seeing like 5, 10 different fragrances that's new. You're changing your collection like every couple of days. What's the secret, man? What's the sauce?
I don't know, man. I think the fragrances, like that you don't absolutely love or you don't absolutely like want to wear. And if it goes a month where you don't even think about touching it and you want something else, like why not get rid of it? Like I know a lot of people have scent memories and they might, later down the road, oh, 6 months, I want to smell it again. It's like go to the store and smell it, buy a sample. You're not gonna wear it. And there's value in these bottles of juice, like you could sell them for close to what you paid for it and buy another bottle that you like. And I think I get tired of a lot of fragrances that I don't love, and I'm fine with getting rid of them for a fragrance that I know I'm gonna love. So
It's like what people do with clothing. Like they'll buy a piece and they'll wear it and then they'll literally recycle it to the next person. And it's like you still had good use out of it, but you can make money back off it and get something else. So I think that might be a little trend that people are going to start doing a lot more with fragrances.
yeah, I think I'm starting to get known as like the guy that trades a lot. So It's getting there. Yeah.
That he's the trading guy. He's like trading fragrances like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's something that I've been starting to get into because of him. He's like, because like he said, if you don't wear a fragrance for like a couple months, you're probably not gonna reach for it. And that's why you could give it to somebody else who's gonna use it and you could get something else in return.
Yeah.
First few times are scary though.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
100%.
like, my baby, but you get it.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was dope talking to you, Matt. It was a pleasure having you on, man. It was a much needed episode with you. Long awaited for sure, but finally happened.
Yeah.
Thank you again for hopping on. Go ahead, plug in your TikTok, plug in whatever you want to say. Go for it, man. The show is yours.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, finally calling my jersey number and letting me pull up clutch fourth quarter. But yeah, I mean, my handle is you guys, Matt Can't Smell. My Instagram actually is Matt Can Smell. Just a little change because I usually tend to hit up companies or follow like different houses and stuff with there. So I think dropping the T and letting them know that I can actually smell is a little bit better. So
So he can smell on Instagram, but not TikTok.
yeah. So Instagram is where you ask the guy for questions, but TikTok not so much. Yeah,
like
I had a blast recording with you guys. This was awesome. It's definitely honored to be with you guys.
It was
Yeah,
a pleasure, man.
This was
Go
sick,
ahead.
man. From your videos, I knew you was a sick guy, but even in person chatting to you for the first time, like proper, you're even sicker. So it was a sick episode. I think people are gonna enjoy this one. And you know what we say? Love for the love, my
Love
people.
for the love, my people.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh no, you wanna
Oh shit! I got it. Let's
Let's
go.
go. Oh shit. Aye, that is dope. But yeah, appreciate you two guys, man. Sick episode. Hope you guys all enjoy it. Everyone go over, follow Matt Khan and Matt Can Smell, and we'll see you in the next one. Love.